The crisp mountain air was filled with the chirping of unseen birds. Raju, who was 6, and his little sister Priya, who was 5, were walking along a winding path with Papa and Ma. Rio, their dog, bounced ahead, his ears flapping, and Mithoo the parrot enjoyed the ride on Raju's backpack, his bright eyes taking in the scenery. They had come to explore a part of the mountains known for its unusual echoes. Papa said, "Listen carefully, children. Sometimes the mountains like to sing back to us." Raju shouted, "Hello, mountains." His voice echoed back, "Hello, hello." Priya giggled and shouted, "We are here." The echo returned, softer this time. "Here, here." Rio barked and a muffled woof, woof seemed to come from the distant peaks. But what was that other sound? A faint, tinkling melody that wasn't their voices or the birds? They followed the intriguing sound, venturing off the main path into a small grove of tall trees. The air here felt cooler, and sunlight dappled through the leaves. The tinkling sound grew a little louder, like tiny bells being gently shaken. Suddenly, Priya pointed to a small waterfall cascading down some rocks. "Look, Raju." The water wasn't just falling. It seemed to be playing a tune. As the droplets hit different rocks, they made clear musical sounds, some high, some low, creating a natural melody. Could the waterfall really be singing a song all by itself? Raju and Priya listened in amazement. Rio sat down, his head cocked to one side, as if trying to understand the music. Mithoo ruffled his feathers and let out a soft, melodic whistle that seemed to blend with the water's tune. They spent some time by the musical waterfall, feeling grateful for the beautiful music of nature. Papa explained that the shape and arrangement of the rocks caused the water to make these special sounds. As they continued their walk, they heard another unusual sound, a low humming that seemed to come from the ground. They stopped and listened intently. What secret musician was hiding beneath their feet, humming a tune to the earth? Papa carefully placed his ear to a large, smooth rock. "I think it's the wind," he said. "Sometimes, when the wind blows through hollow spaces under the rocks, it makes a humming sound, like a giant musical instrument." Raju and Priya took turns putting their ears to the rock. They could feel a gentle vibration and hear the faint, mysterious hum. It felt like the mountain itself was breathing a deep, musical breath. They walked further, their ears now attuned to all the sounds around them. They heard the rustling of leaves, the buzz of bees, and the distant calls of other birds. The mountains were full of music. What other hidden songs were the mountains waiting to share with those who listened closely? As they started to head back down the path, they saw an old man sitting by the side of the trail, playing a simple flute. The music was sweet and soulful, blending beautifully with the natural sounds of the mountains. He smiled at Raju and Priya as they passed. They stopped for a moment to listen, feeling grateful for the gift of his music. It felt like all the sounds of the mountains, the water, the wind, the birds, and the flute, were coming together in a harmonious song. How would they remember this mountain music? And what songs of gratitude would they carry in their hearts? As they walked back to their car, the sounds of the mountains stayed with them. Rio trotted happily, perhaps dreaming of chasing musical echoes. Mithoo chirped softly, as if still humming the waterfall's tune. Raju and Priya held hands, feeling thankful for their musical mountain adventure. Back home, as they got ready for bed, the sounds of the city seemed different, somehow quieter after the natural music of the mountains. Rio curled up on his mat with a soft sigh, and Mithoo settled peacefully in his cage. Raju drifted and drifted, the tinkling of the waterfall and the humming of the wind filling his thoughts. Priya was already asleep, a peaceful smile on her face. Rio was deep in dreams of mountain trails and echoing barks. Mithoo was still and content. Raju, Priya, Rio, and Mithoo were all drifting peacefully to sleep. Their dreams filled with the grateful melodies of the mountains. Good night, little listeners. Sleep soundly.